If you want to do great things, you're who I'm talking to, first off. I don't know why you would be watching any of these if that's not your thing. If you want to be mediocre, like I would say do that. It's if that's like your thing and you just love it, you love being mediocre, just do that. Like do that forever. If you want to be great at anything, if you've ever written down a goals list and you're like, I want to do this thing, and you've given up or you've quit, let me explain to you what that is. The reason we're always talking about mental toughness and discipline is because what will happen is you make these level ups and then you hit a plateau. And on the plateau, what you realize is that there's so much more that you didn't even understand at your beginning phase. See, when you're a beginner in something, you think that this little step over here is everything. You think that that's the peak. And what happens is you constantly realize just how much further it can go, how many people are way further than you in that thing, because you start to develop more and more knowledge of the thing that you're actually trying to accomplish. That is massively striking to the ego if you still have one in check. So the reason I'm always talking about that is it's hard to stomach on those plateaus when you can now see all these other horizons. What you've thought you've done is you've done all this work and you've climbed up this mountain, and then you realize that you're at 1,000 feet and that there's 30,000 to go. All of a sudden you can see and you go, oh man, there's so much more than I thought. It's the knowledge of things that you don't know is what happens. You gain this little bit of knowledge and you level up, and then you go, oh man, I thought it was 0 to 10 when it turns out it's 0 to 100, and 10 is nothing. I have so much further to go. That's the reason I'm always talking about mental toughness and discipline in your mind, of linking into an infinite game, and how commitment is the first piece. Does that make sense to some of you? You're going to do that over and over. You're going to expand. Everything feels great. Then you hit this plateau. Expansion phase, contraction phase. You hit the plateau and you go, oh man, this doesn't feel good. I've made it this far, but that's already fleeting, and I'm proud of what I've done, but like now I see all this other stuff I need to do to be great, to truly be great, and to do the things that I want to do. Now I need to do double of what I was doing before that I already thought was hard. Do you get it? So just remember that. That's the whole thing. If you want to do great things, it's going to go expansion, contraction. It's going to get hard again. There's going to be a phase of growth in there. Understanding that this is what hard feels like and getting used to that. Going, I'm okay with it being hard and feeling like I'm walking through mud some of the time. You guys that are thinking it's all going to just be the uphill and it's this one string, that's why you quit, because you get right here on the curve and you go, oh man, it's just hard this whole time. Well, this isn't worth it. It's not hard all the time. It goes in these two phases. It's just expansion and then contraction. So there'll be times where you're like, man, look how far I've come. You're riding this high wave. And then you'll kind of peak out and go, okay, where to go from here? And those phases are hard. So just understand that they're going to keep going in those phases. The reason I'm saying this too is if you acknowledge it and you understand that those things are coming, you're so much more prepared when they happen. I think what happens to a lot of you guys is you hit that plateau and you're like, I don't know what this means. I don't know what this area is. And nothing feels good. And I think that means that this is all wrong for me and that I should quit and I should give up. What you need to hear over and over is, this is just what it feels like right now. This is what hard feels like. Get to the other side. On the other side of the contraction is always another expansion. That's the other way you trick your mind into being happy about these things. Oh man, everything feels hard right now. I just realized how much I don't know, how far behind I am. Good. Not good because it feels good. You don't have to convince yourself like, oh, I should be happy with everything. That's all bullshit. Don't listen to any of that. But what you have to do is acknowledge it and go, oh, This means that on the other side of this feeling, I will again go back into an expansion phase. When you realize that the contraction means an expansion is coming, you don't see both of them as good. You still see one as light and one as dark. But what you know is that it's natural. So you just accept and understand it. And with that understanding, you don't go into fear, uncertainty, doubt, quit. You just go, oh, cool. I knew this was coming anyways. I knew that right now I've been leveling up, I've been growing, and that I'm going to hit a point where I go, I feel discontent again. That's good. That means you need to do more work. Hit me up if you need anything. You guys, if you're in your mid-20s to mid-30s, and you have never done a vision construction or a goals list, and you don't do a New Year's resolution, like a goal for the years, you guys need to hit me up so bad. Do not wait. Stop procrastinating. You can procrastinate forever, and that is a form of an excuse. You guys are saying, oh, I'm going to do it one day. No, today is the day that you're going to do it, or you're not. You're just reinforcing to yourself that you're not going to do it by going, I'm going to do that at some point. You're saying it's not worth it. Hit me up if you need anything. A lot of you are crushing it. I appreciate y'all.